Hey guys, how you doing? It's Andy. Have you guys ever heard the term, a person who chases two rabbits loses both? Well, that's something I see common in this business, okay? And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, and I'm going to tell you where I'm going to go first. So I see a lot of people, they get into the car business, right? Or they get into sales because maybe something didn't work out into another area. So they get into sales because they hear that a lot of guys make money in sales. Guys, people that are in the car business make 5 times more money than the average person. Wow, that's amazing. The average. So the average person makes 5 times more in the car business than the average person. That is amazing. So I want you to think about this. You're in the best job in the industry. So what are you doing? I want you to think about this. Whoever chases 2 rabbits at once loses both. It's time to make a decision in this video. What are you chasing? Do you want to be the best salesman in the world, provide an unbelievable life, design your own schedule, have tons of time and money, and have the best life in the world? Or do you want to stay in sales while you keep saying, well, if this don't work out, I'm going to do that. Well, if this don't work out, then I'm going to do that. And you're going to live that life as a skeptic your whole life. And before you look up, you're going to look at the end of your life and you're going to regret. And that's the life that you have. Guys, I ain't choosing that life. I've got the best life ever, and I've got a bunch of guys right now and girls that are creating the best life of their life. But here's the deal. I want you to, you don't need to write this down. Just think about it, this in your head. Are you chasing 2 rabbits, or are you all in? That's the first question. Number 2, I want you to think about what it is that you really want in life. What is it that you really want? Okay? And then number 3, do you believe, I want you to think about this. Do you believe and see yourself making 6 figures in a year? Do you believe and see yourself making 6 figures in a year? If the answer is yes, then I'm going to invite you to do something with me, okay? Because these are the type of people that I want. These are the type of people that I want to partner with. I don't want to partner with skeptics, okay? Listen, if you're a skeptic, if you're an introvert and you're on the other side right now, and you're like, well, man, maybe it won't work. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. Make a choice. Don't chase 2 rabbits. Cross the line. Come over with me. Okay? Cross the line and come back over, or no matter what, stay where you're at. And even if I tell you how to do it, you're going to find a way to not make it work anyways. That's what's going to happen. So make a choice. The guy who chases 2 rabbits loses both. Don't be that person. All right? So let me tell you about, I'm in mid-December. Right now, guys, it's about Halloween. So we're coming up on Christmas, mid-December. I'm going to do my first out in the public, right? I did one about a month ago, and it was killer. I took 20 people in. I'm going to do my first out in the open, my mastermind closing deal. And what I'm going to tell you is I'm only going to bring so many people in. Okay? And I haven't decided that number yet, but I'm only going to bring so many people. And the main deal about it, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, and I'm going to tell you about what I want you to think about. Do you believe and see yourself making 6 figures a year? It's real simple. If the answer is yes, or if you're like, well, hey, I'm already making 6 figures. I'm making 110, 120. I made 200 last year. I made 300. Listen, I don't care where you're at. Ask yourself, who's this for? So I'm going to have basically, I call it an entrepreneur party. We're going to have it the night before. I'm going to have everybody come to my house. It's going to be real simple, guys. I got a big house, beautiful. You guys come here at 6:30, right? Maybe till about 9:30 at night. We'll have some food, we'll have a drink. I'm going to get a chance to meet everybody. I want us to all warm up. I want everybody to be around like-minded people that want to go to the top. The next morning, we train. We'll train all morning, we'll eat, and then we'll train all through the afternoon. You guys fly back home, done. You're in, you're out. Now watch this, I want to share this with you. What will I cover when we go over this? Well, first of all, who's it for before I cover? It's for anybody that's wanting to get into sales. Listen, so you'd say, hey, Andy, you're running this like crazy seminar that's going to cover all this. Listen, if you're wanting to get into sales and you're about to start a sales job, I'm going to tell you, you want to run in and hit the ground screaming, running, as long as you're hungry. I ain't taking any skeptics into this. As long as you're hungry, I'll take you. I will take you in, and physically, I will show you off whenever I transform and change your life. In a month, I've got a guy that's in Arkansas right now that started with me on his first day, and guess what? A month later, he's number 2 on the board selling 28 cars. They think that he's bullshitting when he says he's only been selling for, 6-7 weeks. Dude, I'm telling you, that's what happens when you join someone who will take you to the top, who's been there. I've been there. I model it to you. I give you the answers to the test. I take you from A to Z on everything, from closing, negotiations, overcoming objections, word tracks. And most importantly, I got something at the end I'm going to throw in that you're going to see like, bam, that's what's in it for me. That's what I want to do. So this is for people that's wanting to get into sell. It's for people that are beginners in sales. Like maybe you've started and anywhere from 2 weeks ago, is you're that new, you're green, to a year and less. Guess what? I want you. Salesmen aren't born, they're made. Listen, I make salesmen. If I had a choice to hire a guy who's been doing it 15 years or a guy who's been doing it for 15 days, dude, give me the guy who's been in it for 15 days. As long as he's hungry, I'm in. Because normally that 15-year guy, he thinks he's got it pegged, he's dead. He's a dead man walking. It ain't going to happen, okay? Now, I'd love for some of you guys out there to understand, I'm not talking about you if that's not you, but you know what I mean, okay? Now, this is for anybody who's unbelievable at sales. If you're great at sales, I want you, okay? I want you because I can take a guy who's making $200,000 to $300,000 a year right now, and I can make him make $500,000 to $600,000. That's how fast I can move that guy. But if I get a guy who's making $20,000 a year right now, I can take him into 100 overnight. That's why I asked this question. Do you believe and see yourself making 6 figures? I didn't say, are you making it? You don't have to make it. I want to mentor you, okay? Now, secondly, on this last part here, managers and GMs, okay? A lot of times I see guys that become GMs and they think they got it pegged. So, maybe if I get some GMs, the fastest person I could grow in a store is the GM. Leadership starts at the top. But sales managers, look, I'm going to tell you, I'll not only turn you guys into the best closers in the store, where you'll draw massive attention to yourself because of the massive gross that you're putting up. There are 2 ways to make money in a dealership. Sell more cars or make more gross. Number one, I'll raise your gross through the roof. I'll show you how so you can take it back and teach it to all your men, and then you're the hero, which is what's important, putting the spotlight on you. And then secondly, man, how to double your sales. I'll teach you that like that. So imagine this. If you're not in sales, if you're not a manager, but you're a salesman, and you're learning, and I teach you in this course and class, not only how to learn how to be the best salesman, how to sell anybody and everybody, how to overcome every objection. Dude, I'm going to teach you 50 word tracks. And when I say 50 word tracks, like 50 word tracks that you can use to overcome any and every objection that you get ever in life in the auto industry. Every single one of them. And when you leave, you just take them and you just go home and memorize them. Just like you guys know mine, I need to think about it, right? That's a word track. 1, 2, I'm not paying the doc fee. Word track. Boom. 3, payment's too high, price too high. Man, just boom, 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 boom. I just run down it. I hand it all to you so you can take that back home with you. We will role play it. We will be hands-on. And I'm going to tell you this, if you guys think you're learning a lot by video, look, you know where you learn a lot? When I can wrap my arms around you and teach you, okay? And guess what? In that classroom, just like I did with these other 20 men about 30 days ago, you're going to go back home and they're not even going to recognize you. You're going to have to change your name. You won't even be the same person. So if your name's Fred, I'm going to have to call you like Dan, because you ain't Fred no more. Fred's dead. You're going to come back 10 times better. And the cool deal about it, ain't going to cost you hardly anything. The money that I'm spending, I'm going to charge you about 1% of what I could charge for it. But guess what? It's about bringing everybody together and going to the next level. And most importantly, like I said, so it's for managers and GMs. One of the last things I'm going to do, and I've kind of gone over some stuff that I'm going to go over to in the course when we're all together. But I want to teach you guys how to become GMs within 2 years. Oh yeah. Yeah, let the haters hate. If somebody's watching this right now and they're like, man, you can't become a GM within 2 years, bullshit. Listen, I've got a salesman right now, okay? He skipped being a sales manager to go to become a GM, okay? I'm going to tell you how, but I'm going to tell you about this guy, okay? I trained this guy for years on selling. He's the best salesman in the store. He's unbelievable. He makes tons of money, but how many ups does he have to take? He has to take them all day long. Does he know how to sell cars? He knows how to sell cars. He's extremely good at it. And he's good at running a team. He's always good at helping the people around him. Since I've trained him from the ground up, guess what happened? Now he's moved out, and guess what he does? We went in, negotiated a pay plan in a store that was underperforming, and guess what happened? He moved in. What does he know how to do? Sell cars. Who do they want to hire in that store? Someone that knows how to sell cars. Guys, I'm going to tell you, if you're a GM right now in a store, if you're not selling cars, what happens? You're no longer a GM. That's it. If you're a manager and you're not selling cars, are you a manager anymore? No. Guys, no matter what your title is, you sell cars. So why I would tell you that GMs would be a no-brainer to come meet with me and see me and let me show you how to sell cars, because they get paid to sell cars. But they get caught up in the title. They get caught up in the busy work. They get caught up in doing the shit that don't make money. And then they wonder at the end of the year why they're not making money and why the owners are wanting to replace them. Guys, I'm going to tell you, you want to have property, you want a beachfront property paid off? You want your houses paid off? You want tons of cash in the bank? You want the ability to do whatever you want in life? Come see me. And I'm going to tell you this. When I say this, okay, even if you're a salesman joining this class and you don't even know what you're doing, within 2 years, I can bring you to be a top performer to become a GM in a small store, I promise you. Now, that GM that took over this little store, which I'm not going to say names, but guess what? Dude, he's making $60,000 a month now. He goes into work at 8 o'clock in the morning, he leaves at 6 o'clock at night. He works 5 days a week, and he runs his business. And what does he do? He knows how to sell cars. Did he want to sell cars for the rest of his life? No. So when he partnered with me, guess what happened? Within 2 years, made him a GM. Guys, I want to tell you this. You don't have to go to the biggest store in the town to make the most money. I'm going to teach you how to do it. Number one, I've got connections everywhere, but it's not about that. It's about what you know. It's about who you learn from and what they do to learn. Remember, guys, I took over a 200-car Kia store and took it to selling 600 cars a month. Just think about that, okay? I'm going to teach you the same exact replica models that I used, okay? And I'm using them right now. So with that being said, when I ask this question, do you know what you want? Will you chase one rabbit instead of two? And if you chase one rabbit and you say, hey, I'm in this, I'm all in. If you're saying, here's the test, here's the answers to the test, you're going to wrap your arms around us and teach us, guess what? I want it all. Guys, I'm going from A to Z. I ain't leaving nothing out. On top of that, when I run it all and I give you everything, this is who I want. I want people that say, so this is where you decide who you are. Yes. I want you to shoot me an email. When I'm done, I'm going to erase this board. I'm going to write my email and my cell phone, and it'll be in the link below. I want you to shoot me an email or text and just say, hey, I'm interested. Right? My name's John. Hey, I'm interested. And then next week when I decide to put this out with the whole curriculum, I'll send it to you. I'm only going to take X amount of people. That's the way it works. You can only take so many, but I will send it to you guys first. I want the most hungry. But I'm going to tell you this. If this is you, and you're like, hey man, I can't really see myself making 6 figures a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come from a family that they didn't make a lot of money, or, we're just not salespeople. What are you talking about? Look, what I call you is a skeptical person, okay? And I'm going to tell you this, okay? You know what you get in life for being skeptical? You get this right here. Whining, complaining, okay? You find a way not to make it work. The beautiful thing is, I teach 2 guys in a class, okay? One's a skeptic, the other one's not. He's hungry. I teach one, he goes and closes a $10,000 deal. The second one's a skeptic, walk out and talks about how it's not working. 2 years later, he's freaking in bankruptcy, broke, blaming it on everyone else in life and taking no ownership. Man, these guys find a way not to make it work. Please, don't send me an email, I'll block you. I'm not interested, okay? And then, I don't have time. What do you mean? You don't have time? Oh, Andy, we got to sell cars in December. Dude, you got to sell cars 365 days a year. Are you kidding me? You don't have time? You don't have time not to do it. So, when somebody says they don't have time, when I was younger, let me tell you this. I went to Miami a week ago, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I have so much shit to do. It's crazy. But I got to learn. I've got to go to the top. I got to keep getting better. Guess what? I got to go. That's the way life works. When you want to rise to the top, you play with people that are better than you, and you got to go to deeper waters and play with bigger fish. Guys, I want to tell you, when you join sides with me, guys, I don't say this word out of anything, but if you really believe in your life that you should have a financial, huge future, okay, I can show you how to have it. I don't care about your money. What I care about is you being hungry. I want to show you off when it's all said and done. I want you to be the encouragement, right? For a guy a year from now that's struggling, that gets into sales and sees you. And I'm like, hey man, check out this dude right here, right? He was living out of his car. Listen, and by the way, I've talked to some of you guys. I know who you are. You guys are amazing. You started out, you were in your freaking car, you had no money, and you started watching the videos 4 or 5 years ago, and now you're running stores. You're successful. You're making a bunch of money. You got a beautiful family, man. I'm so proud of you guys. It's incredible. Well, now's going to be our first time to get face to face, and it's going to be freaking lights out. And then last and most importantly, when I say this, what if it doesn't work? What if I spend the money and I go down there and it doesn't work? What if it does? What if you come down here and you go back home in 2 years from now? You look up in life like I did when I was younger, and guess what happened? Like Tony Robbins did when he was 18, okay, and spent $1,200 getting into his first deal. Guys, I will tell you this. The only reason why it won't work is because you're a skeptic. And if you're a skeptic, and I'm going to teach you how to do it, and you'll find a way not to make it work, I don't need you. Don't come. Let me tell you who this is for. People who want to change their life, people who want to make 10 times more money, and people that want to go to the next level. So here's what I'm going to do, okay? I'm going to erase this right now. I'm just going to kind of do this little deal right here, and I'm going to put the cell phone 918-210-0254. Look, shoot me a text message. Hey, Andy, I'm in, right? Send me the information, right? When you decide to put out the Mastermind Closer course, I would like to go. Just send me the info. Listen, I'll send it to you first, and then if you decide you want to do it, I'm going to call and talk to you for a minute, okay? The ELLIOTT group now at Gmail. Okay, the Elliott Group now at gmail.com, 918-210-0254. Send me a text. Okay, I'm going to release the video next week, okay? But before I release it out to everybody, the deal is I'll release it to you first. And if we fill up the amount of chairs I'm going to take before then we'll never even release it, okay? I'm only going to take X amount of people, and I've been debating that with my wife because I want to make sure that everybody who's with us gets 100% full attention. But so this is what it'll be like. The night before, we're going to kind of have basically a party here at the house, entrepreneur party, guys. I'm talking a couple of drinks, we're going to eat some food, you know what I'm saying? Inside, outside, we're going to spend, a couple hours together, just get warm. I want everybody to get to know each other, be around like-minded people. The next day, we're nice and warm, everybody knows each other. We're going to walk into the room and boom, man, we're going to blow it out. And then when it's all said and done, you get on a plane, you go back home, or you drive, I don't care. But guess what? It's a night and a day, and man, your life has changed forever. And then from that point forward, where you go and the money you make, you'll remember the first time that you invested in yourself. And I want you to take that and then push that into other people, okay? But send me right now, send me a text or send me an email. And then what I'll do is when I release it, I'll send you the video. And if you're in, then I want to call and talk to you for a minute or two just to make sure that this is right for you. Because when I say this, I don't want any whiners, complainers. I don't want any skeptics. I want people that want to raise the game, and I want people that want to go to the top. And when I say this, I want to show you off in 6 months from now. And I will show you off. And some of you guys, you've been looking for a reason to be like, God, I need to get all in, man. This is freaking it. Well, here we go. We're family. I appreciate you.